All right, I think we're live. Let's uh let's hang out for a little bit. I got a few minutes while I drink my tea, then I got to get back to work. But I had some thoughts I wanted to share today, and see if we're actually up online. I'm never quite sure with this Rumble Studio when we're actually live, when it starts recording, and when it doesn't. So it's just now popping up on YouTube. So I see us there now. All right, well, I'm not very good at the streaming thing, am I? Anyway, I thought I'd just hang out for a little bit while I drink my tea. Got to get back to the office in a little bit. Right now, I'm just hanging out in the server room. So I was thinking about it. What is it that I have a thought that things are going to get better, and nothing's certain in life, but there's things you can do to kind of improve your odds, and as long as you have hope, then you can keep on pushing forward, almost indefinitely, really, if you pace yourself. And so what I focus on, and I tell this a lot to people, is do something productive every day that improves your life. That's going to have some sort of long-term impact. Doesn't have to be big. Just even something as simple as cleaning your room, cleaning your desk. I I know my desk is messy. It's just some projects I've got sitting out there. Um, but do something each day that moves your life in a generally positive direction, and over time, it's going to add up. Whether it's learn a new skill um, or develop your body, improve your health. I try to do several things each day. I try to learn something new. I try to exercise a little bit, or at least take care of my health. I try to relax a little bit. I try to earn some money, and I try to do something long term productive. But at least start with just like one thing that moves you forward in life, and over time it'll add up. And then the next thing is you want to always surround yourself. Hey JP, how's it going? You want to always surround yourself with good people who contribute more than they take. Yesterday, I was talking about how people can be really just divided up into two categories. You've got the people who contribute to society more than they take, and the people who take from society more than they give, right? And broadly speaking, that's that's a very simple way to determine whether somebody is worthwhile to have in your life or not, worthwhile to have in your community or not. And if you surround yourself with people who generally contribute more than they take, and then you all, and you're doing something that improves your life each day, do something productive, you're going to generally have a better life over time. It's not perfect, nothing's guaranteed. We might get, kidnapped by aliens or World War III. You never know what's going to happen. But in general, over time, these are kind of proven ways to make things better. And then focus on your local community. Everybody's always focused on like global this and international that and national politics, and the reality is that your biggest impact can be made on a local level. And I'm gonna have to go soon. And the I lost my train of thought there when the office called. I'll have to get back to the office here in a minute. Tell me. Um, so focus on your local community where you can have the biggest impact, and then also your local community is what has the biggest impact on your life as well. For example, when I got into a disagreement with the city building office about whether my carport was 1 inch too big or 1 inch too small, that made my life a living fucking hell, right? Whatever ICE is doing in Minneapolis does not impact my life nearly as much as arguing with the building inspector over an inch on my carport. And I know that sounds stupid because, the Minneapolis stuff is probably way more important, for example, or, war in Iran. Are we going to go bomb Iran again? Or whatever we're doing in Venezuela. All those, sure, those are all important. But my direct life, dealing with that city inspector, dealing with, or finding the crackheads pitching a tent behind my store and having to, deal with that has a bigger impact on my life. Or just one of my friends having a bad day and me having to help him out, right? That has a bigger impact on my life than anything else going on in the world. And so focus locally, focus on your stuff first, on the stuff around you, the people you care about. Because if we all do something to improve our local area and everybody does this, right, then overall the world will get better. It all adds up. All these little things add up. One of the reasons that we're in such a sad state right now is that, for quite some time now, enough people have been taking more than they've been giving, and that has caused our country to decline, right? And enough people have been not focusing on improving their lives. They've just been hanging out watching TV or just, browsing through social media and just letting the world go by, right? Enough people have not been focusing on their lives that everything's just starting to fall apart. If you're miserable, you're probably miserable because you're not taking care of the stuff you need to take care of. Even though life sucks, if you have a plan, if you're moving forward, then generally things are going to be all right. Hold on just a moment. Somebody's about to do something really stupid. Don't. God damn it. All right. Yeah. Sometimes people do just, yeah, for example, one of the guys at the office who is about to do something really dumb has a much bigger impact on my life than, war with Russia. So focus on what you've got to do. Focus on your local stuff. And I'm going to have to actually get going kind of early here. I was hoping to sit down for a few more minutes, but I'm going to have to go take care of some things. But do something every day that improves your life. Surround yourself with good people and focus on your local community. And you'll at least have the hope of building a better future. Nothing's guaranteed, but that's the building blocks. Anyway, I got to run and take care of some stuff. So hopefully I will be able to game tonight. Last night I just passed out. I was really tired. So we'll see how it goes. I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.